This week in our group, because we have a membership group, one of the members, Big Cadbury is what I'll call him because that's what he's called in the group. He took his ex-girlfriend to see 50 Cent and Mary J. Blige. And this is an ex-girlfriend that he shares a dog with. Yeah, so in effect, they're dog parents. Yeah, it's an even longer story. So when he put that in the group, that he went to see Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, with his ex-girlfriend, I was like, oh, is Bentley's the name of the dog, is Bentley going to get his parents back together again now? And he was like, no, she's just my ex. I was quiet. Other people chimed in. I was like, why are you going to a concert with your ex-girlfriend and you don't want to get back together again? And I was like, I didn't want to say, but that's what I was thinking. Why are you doing that? And he was like, but we're just platonic friends. Then another person in the group chimed in and said 5 of his exes was at his mum's funeral and he had a girlfriend. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, that's not okay. So I want to bring this to you guys. Is it ever okay to be truly brethren with your ex where you do things with them and they come to your parents' funeral? Is that okay?
No. Simple. Why? Why? What is the purpose?
See, this is what I think.
Why? No.
It's not necessary, innit?
You don't, like, there doesn't have to be bad blood between you, but there's no need for them to still be involved with the family. And why? Like, your current girlfriend, won't she feel, like, awkward?
I would think so.
I would feel awkward.
And I still feel even if you're single, it feels like you're blocking the way of the new person to come in if you're still associating with the ex.
Yes.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. I think let's start with the funeral situation first, because that's a bit more ridiculous in my opinion. Why have you got 5 exes? How the hell have you accrued 5 exes to be able to attend your mother's passing, God rest mum's soul? How did you get 5? Were they all significant? 5 significant exes that knew your family.
Even if they weren't.
They all met your mum. They all got to that point where they met your mum.
But that's what I'm saying. I need to understand it, because if they're not significant, they should not be there. And plus that you have a girlfriend on top who's consoling you. So what are exes doing? The only reason I will say that you can't control that, and in general, I'm saying this is mad, but in general, you can't control it, because if they have any type of affinity with your mother, that's their relationship and their right to go to the funeral or not, as long as it's not like beef. So I don't think, because grief is grief, people feel in different ways, but the only thing I'm more concerned about, how have you had 5 significant exes that they feel that compelled to come to the funeral? Because otherwise I'm thinking, why do you want to be in my space, fam? And as the girlfriend, I'm like, what are you doing here? I would have to question all of you. Why are you here? Or I should know that the relationship was so significant that we have a friendship, we have a cordial relationship where I understand the situation, everything's cool, and I trust implicitly that these women want nothing to do with you again. They're not coming here to try and pretend to be the extra shoulder to cry on. That's a funeral. Now, friends of an ex, I'm all for healthy relationships, healthy partnerships, and sometimes you get with someone and you think that's the right person and it doesn't work out and you realise actually we're better off as friends. If it's for real and you're not, one of them's not secretly thinking maybe Mary's going to say, I can love you, and he's going to look at me and we're going to say, I can love you better than she can, and we will fall in love again. As long as there's no deep down harboured feelings, I see nothing wrong with being friends and going out with each other. I don't think you need to block each other's blessings. I don't think it's necessary that. Sometimes I think that can also be a bit of a scare tactic for some of us who are waiting for the right one. But you just got to be honest with the situation at hand.
I really think it's unnecessary.
But it's
to go on you spent money, bought tickets, just because within your relationship, you know that she liked Mary. And so, no, it's too thoughtful. I wouldn't even if you're single, I think it's too thoughtful.
What's the scenario?
Like that he bought tickets to take his ex to the concert because he knows that she likes Mary J. Blige.
But they're friends.
Why?
Doesn't he have other friends? He doesn't have other friends he can take to the...
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're brethren and like that person, depending on depending on the nature of the relationship, let's not have toxic, let's not have beating, let's not have all this cheating. Let it not be abusive or toxic.
Yes.
They just went out. realised they didn't work as a couple, but they still matched
I
on
just don't
friendship.
think you need to be friends like that.
Why? If there's no beef, if there's literally no beef and you don't have any animosity, why should you not? Why are you pretending that you don't like that person?
No, it's not that you have to pretend like you don't like them, but it wasn't a friendship. You were going out with each other. So I don't think you need to prolong the thing. Like, you don't have to hate each other either, but I think buying tickets to go to a concert is a bit much.
I think it's a lot.
Really?
I think it's, we don't know that particular relationship, I guess. So, but I don't know. I feel like they're probably still that close that they could fall into a relationship again if they're still going to concerts together.
And maybe that be the case.
Then just be honest with yourself. I say you want to get back together.
But I think maybe that, it depends. Again, we have no information of how long ago they broke up, the nature of their breakup. And if he's being that and I think thoughtful, again, as friends, you could be thoughtful and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
And also it's that thing where we get on so well and this is our moment, we're cool, and it's all right. It is if you're lying to each other. And like I said, if one's harbouring secret feelings and you're going to get yourself let down, it's all going to blow up in your face if that be the case, potentially. But as friends, I just think it's fine. Why?
One of them asked, they was like, okay, so if your husband had an ex that was a friend, can he continue a friendship? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, it ends when you end. Like, you can't then be like, oh, this is my ex and she's coming round. And even one of Mr. Evans's exes, I didn't know that they were, and she fought me in uni.
Excuse me, tell us.
We were together. I didn't know this was his ex. I'm dancing. She starts bumping me.
What?
And so then I've turned and I'm like, what are you doing? And then she punched me. Oh my God. Like, I'm there with girls. You're there with one. I'm not even going to say the race of the girl, but you're there with your brethren and I'm there with my housemates. There's 6 of us. And so she got rushed. And then we got thrown out of the club. But then afterwards, when I go to him and say, like, this is the girl that we had a fight with, and he's like, oh, that's my ex. From then, I was like, absolutely no exes.
That is
no exes can be a friend.
Case. But
I know, but this is where it can go.
Is Big Cadbury in a relationship? Are they in relationships, both of them?
No, they're both single.
Oh, get out, man. If they're single, you're grown. You could do what you want.
They can't. I think there should be a line.
No, I think if you get on, because humanity is people, and who knows, especially if you like, if you meet, you never know why you meet someone. And I think the world is small. It's big and it's small. And sometimes you meet people for whatever reason, and sometimes it's like to show you who you are in a relationship. True. But actually, you serve a purpose. Because maybe he wouldn't have gone to 50s and maybe he got his life at the concert and now he had someone to go with and they shared the enjoyment and went separate ways. If they're both cool in their bed and not crying, I hope maybe I'll get the call. But it's okay.
She could have been.
But if she was, then that's the next step of the story.
Could be leading people on.
I have a personal experience. Yeah. I dated someone for 4 years. We split up because of another person, right? And he got married to that person.
Oh, and was the person like a friend?
So they knew each other from before he met me.
Okay.
But let me not go into detail.
Sure.
But yeah, they weren't dating at the time.
Sure.
It was not possible for them to date. Cool. So he met me, we were dating. We dated for 4 years. And when we split up, it was because of this person. And I took it as, well, maybe she is the one you're supposed to be with. Sure. And so that's fine. I accept, let them go, whatever. And I wish them a happy married life and all of that. But then years later, I was still kind of in contact with the family because I was close with the family, very close with the family. Like if someone came to the house, I stayed at his mom's place. Okay. If someone came to the house, they wouldn't know I was the girlfriend of one of the sons. They thought I was her daughter. That's how I was. Oh, I would fight for meeting the pot with his brothers. That's how I was. Okay. Like I was one of the kids.
Okay.
So years later, now I've gone to his sister's daughter's like birthday thing. And he's there, his wife is there. And the vibe I got from the wife, right? The vibe I got from the wife, I promised I would never have that relationship with that family again.
Fair.
After that event, I never went to another event. Fair. They've invited me to stuff and I don't go because I'm like, if she feels a certain way about me being here and she's acting somehow towards me, that's not fair.
Yeah.
She's the wife.
Yeah.
Right? And I have no right to come in and be, I'm the one that used to be, I'm the friend of the family. No, it doesn't mean that much to me.
Yeah.
Like, they mean something to me as people, but the relationship with that family is not crucial to my life. So, but it is to her.
Yeah.
So I stepped out and I
I think
left
that's
it.
fair. I
So-
think that's fair and
Yeah.
very self-aware and
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah.
And more people need to do that.
Yeah.
Most definitely, because
Yes.
some people would be like, no, if they're calling me, I should still be there.
No. Because I think this leads on, because we had something on the doc, we didn't get to it, is like this, I think this woman was speaking, she was in her car, socials, and she was saying that she's lost her best friend because he's now got a girlfriend, and I think the girlfriend's uncomfortable with their friendship, and that was her best friend.
Oh.
And we spoke about it before, like you do have to navigate when, especially if you're like opposite sex relationships and friendships,
Yeah.
you've got to be mindful, or whoever you date, whatever the case, you've got to be mindful when that person gets into a new relationship, if there's any insecurity about you being in there, how you navigate it. It's not fair to get dropped as a friend. It's also not fair, but because we place more importance on life partners than friendship partners, which is also something that could be looked at.
Yes.
Because all the value on being in that kind of 2.4 family type of shape, why do we put more value on that than a friend that can be there for
Exactly.
you? But obviously a partner fulfills those more needs, I guess, than a friend.
And see, this is the thing. I have a friend who lost her best friend because of that, and they were so close. I felt really bad for her at the time, like, oh, this is out of order. But as I've got older and seen it more often, I understand the wife's position in being like, she has to go, it's me or her, because there's a closeness that they had where they would talk every day.
Yeah.
That to me is inappropriate.
Yeah.
Even your brethrens, but no, because then you're being intimate with another woman like how you should be with your wife.
Yeah.
So I get she put her foot down. It's a hard one though when you are the best friend and then you've been dashed. But I think as life goes on, you'll probably understand.
Yeah. I think, and as a best friend, you should know that I can't be like,
Yeah, we can't talk all the
we
time.
can't
like
talk,
used
we
to.
just can't do it.
Things
And even if it's like if it's the same sex, like your man's best friend, also is like, yeah, Bob, I'm just coming around. You can't do bachelor life when the man's now in a relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And same with the girl. We can't just be outside with girlfriends, do all this stuff. We have to respect that, yes, kids come first and partner comes first, all that stuff. But it is interesting the way that friendships that have got us through the hardest times get dashed away for...
I know, that is sad.
It's a bit sad.
All relationships change.
Yeah.
And they have to change when things happen. Like even a married couple, your relationship will change when kids come along.
Yeah.
You won't have as much time together. You won't have all the, things will change. So there's no point going, because kids are here doesn't mean that we have to change it has to change. You have no choice. So every relationship will change when different people start coming in.
So everyone has to be aware that I've only got my friend for a little bit because they might find someone and then go and leave me. It's that. So that's why in the moments when you are friends, you go to concerts, do as much as you can.
Exactly.
And then when you
Have
find your
fun.
partner, then okay, bye.
And you can reduce it. Don't give it up completely. No.
Guys, what do you think? Welcome to your Aunties Could Never. I'm Auntie AK, aka Kizzle, aka the auntie of all aunties, and I'm here with.
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
And we are an auntie down because she's not feeling well. Auntie Farah sends her love and we'll send her our well wishes.
Yes.
Get well. But we are here and we are joined by Ms. Galavanta herself.
Yes.
Queen of the TikToks and the socials, Ms. Celia Doxa. Welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for having
coming.
me. I've been waiting a long time.
Oh, you are here now. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will be getting into Celia's business. She'll be joining us for the main show, but we will be getting into her business. Guys, but before we do all of that, what do you need to do?
You need to boop the like button, boop the like button, boop the like button.
Boop it now.
Yes.
By force. Push it like that. Also, what else do they need to do?
Oh, you can sign up to our YouTube membership to just support us. It's $1.99, but to be part of the family, it is $4.99. Still cheaper than a bag of chips.
All right, darling. Why did you say it like you were surprised? You went, oh.
I thought you was gonna go into it.
Oh my God, we have a membership. Also, guys, if you're listening on the podcast airways, please
please leave us 5 stars and 5 stars only.
Can't wait.
Also, leave us some comments as well. Thank you to, I got it wrong. The name is Riri Stanley. Riri Stanley for leaving us messages.
Thank you, Riri Stanley, and all the other people that do.
Yeah.
And guys, we are your favourite aunties. We are just sharing our opinions. We're just talking.
Yes.
So please don't come for us because we will come for you. We will mash you up, fam.
Straight in the comments.
Have you seen this is my mash you up face. Are you scared?
You don't want to be a donut. You don't want to be a clown. You know, the emojis that I be using.
Yeah, you don't want to be a donut. Do you want to be the hole or the donut? What would you rather, be the donut or the hole in the ring donut?
The donut.
The donut or the hole?
That's a very psychological, real deep question.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Very.
The donut or the hole? They sell the holes and they sell the donuts. What would you rather be?
I think the donut. I think so. Why? What would you rather?
Because there's nothing in the hole.
Yeah.
I don't want to be nothing.
But they sell the hole.
How do they sell a hole? Have they been selling holes? Come on, let's get to enemies.
All right, do you know what? This is more and more and more stuff in relationships. It is time for enemies of progress. There's plenty out there. And we're here to help you unpack and avoid them all.
Yes.
First in the bin, this is a light-hearted one, because we do love our mate, Anthony Joshua. He's a sexy babe, isn't he? The sexy babe boxer. Is he sexy to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
All right.
He's all right. Oh,
What?
wow.
What?
How all right?
I like dark skin men.
In this...
My dad was light skin, so...
We'll unpack that in
Aunties. When we get into your business, we'll go further with that.
We will unpack that. That was loaded. Was that a hole or was that a donut? Okay, so Anthony Joshua says, if you feel guilty after cheating, you are loyal. That means you're loyal. If you feel guilty after cheating, that means you are loyal.
Okay.
Anthony said that with his own fingers.
All right.
Really?
Yes. And I said this is a bit of an enemy.
Yeah.
Stick to boxing.
Exactly.
Than philosophizing.
Yeah, philosophy isn't his strong suit. Okay. No.
You're not loyal.
No.
Just because you feel guilty. You feel guilty because you have a conscience, and everybody's born with a conscience. So
Okay.
You're just a normal human being to feel guilty. If you don't feel guilty, you're a psychopath.
Yes. So that's basically it. He's just one step away from being a psychopath because he feels... Is he saying he's a cheater?
Maybe.
Let's open it. Let's double check.
Oh, that's disappointing. I always thought he was like a solid guy.
He's light skinned.
These hoes ain't loyal. Oh gosh, it's doing all the things. It says, if you cheat on your partner and feel guilty after, that's how you know you are loyal. And that's it.
So as long as you keep feeling guilty, you can keep cheating.
Yeah, because that means that you're loyal because you feel something.
Yes.
Anthony.
There's a bit of an enemy behaviour, isn't it? That was just one of the. I have more, but this is the brief entry point into enemy of progress. Anthony Joshua, get in the bin, train for your boxing, then you can come out.
Naughty step.
Naughty step.
Yeah, I expected better from him.
We did.
To be fair.
That's it. That's all. That was my first one. Let's go.
Okay. All right. My first one. You know what is an enemy of progress? Diaspora Wars. Oh. I hate it.
I hate it.
I actually think it's a major offence and we need to condemn it as soon as we see a hint of Diaspora Wars, we need to be like, absolutely not. I will not have it.
I will not have it all.
Yes, I think it needs to go down like that. So at the moment, there's a whole load of content creators making bank from Essence Festival being a little bit of a shit show this year. But for some reason, the Africans have been to blame.
Essence Fest is whack and washed now because it's run by a bunch of Africans. There is no Black American culture that is reflected in Essence Fest anymore. Essence's CEO is an African. The chief, one of their chief top-level executives and officers is an African. The person that owns Essence Ventures is an African. So what used to be a celebration of Black American culture, the culture that is ours, the culture that we built from the ground up, the culture that Black Americans influenced the world through, has now been co-opted by some African diaspora, Pan-African, whatever, and a lot of Black people are just not feeling it. Now, I went to Essence Fest for the first time a couple of years ago. I think it was like Nicki Minaj, New Edition, and Janet Jackson were the headliners. It was absolutely incredible. It was a celebration of Black Americanness. There were Black people in and up and through it. It was a pure celebration of Black American culture and Black American heritage. But now that it's been co-opted by a bunch of Africans, it seems that nobody cares because they don't set culture for this world. We do. And until Essence Fest gets back to the Black Americans who created it and founded it and lead the culture, it will continue to fail with those Africans in charge.
Yeah.
They had been saying that the Africans are destroying Essence Fest. And they said the chief African that has destroyed it is Caroline Wanga. Caroline Wanga is the one that has destroyed Essence Fest. And I hate this sentiment. And I hate that there's thousands of comments, and a lot of the comments on TikTok were destroying my soul, with people being like, yeah, you can't stand them. Before you know it, they're going to take all of our stuff. And when did we get here? I need your thoughts on this. It really distressed me. Like, let's unpack it.
I don't like the hate. I don't like the distress. Have you been to Essence Festival before?
I haven't, no. I would love to.
It's an amazing... I mean, I've only been... As we worked there, I worked with Nana on her store when she used to do her headscarves and belts. And we worked, and even just the snippet we got when we worked our backs to the bone, for the days we were there, it was an amazing... wonderful
phenomenal
celebration of blackness. It's wonderful, and definitely for us from the UK who don't get such enjoyment over here, it's a wondrous sight, and it's amazing. So hats off to pulling something like that off for as long as they've been doing it. How much, 25 years? Or
I think they're on 30
years.
Close to 30 years.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a very long time.
Every year. I think only pandemic they didn't do it. So it's like 1 year off. It has been consistent, and it's huge. I have never seen so many Black women in my life.
In one place.
Like,
and the joy.
Phenomenal sights. And I want to live in New Orleans because of Essence.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, I would have a house in New Orleans. I loved the place. The people were fantastic.
Yeah.
And yes, there was Africans there, but it's a celebration of Black women. So why would there not be Africans involved in it?
I think... this is very similar to the conversation about Carnival that we have in the UK. That over time, there's a conversation about what music should be played at Carnival. The losing of the tradition of Carnival, that is to celebrate Caribbean culture, nothing else. And so when they start to introduce not even just Afrobeat, even hip hop or dancehall, even some people complain about there being dancehall and not soca, not enough soca and calypso being played. There's been these conversations that this is not what Carnival's about. We need to get back to the roots. So I think now you're not even allowed on the procession, you're not allowed to play anything but soca or calypso, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So you can't play any other music, which I think we've had this discussion a few times. I think it's fair. But then in the whole of Carnival, we have, traditionally we have a Nigerian corner, you have Grenadian corner, you have certain corners that are for certain heritages that kind of take over a plot of area, and then you get to hear that stuff. And you can also at Carnival buy all types of food, primarily though Caribbean food. What some of the naysayers are saying, which is something that we can possibly understand, is that there's now less, and this is also opinion based, there's less African American food and culture being celebrated or acknowledged, and less African American vendors being getting the ability to like sell their wares and be a part of Essence Fest, and they're being ousted for African primarily, and then also Caribbean vendors. Now this is all personal opinion, so I don't know if it's across the board. We actually don't know the proportion or the numbers at all. I understand if as the thing you feel like the whole thing has got nothing to do with what you think you know about Essence. However, the founder of Essence is a Caribbean woman.
Yes.
She's Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I don't know what her intention was when she launched Essence magazine and then
celebrate
going on to
black women
and then to go on to do the festival. Whether she was very specific, like this has only got to be about black Americans and nobody else, or she was just talking about black women in general. So if she was, this is an evolution of how blackness has evolved and how culture grows and evolves.
Yes.
I don't want to disrespect the black Americans that feel like their story is being diluted, but you have to come at it in a much better, more respectful way, because you don't have to, this rhetoric that's a lie that Africans just hate Americans, it's not true, and it's a lie that's being perpetuated in lazy comments, and it's not actually true. It's disproportionately wrong. You've had an interaction with an African and maybe it wasn't great, and then now you're saying all Africans hate Americans. It's not true.
They have a real hatred for Africans. I found black Americans have. And I didn't know until when I had one of my videos where Lizzie came in pretending to be, like she was acting as bringing her friend in to greet me. And the friend said, hi. And I said, your mother is hi. And then the next one came and she said, hello. And then the one that came and knelt down, I was like, aha, good girl, well done. So people in the comments, the black Americans in the comments, you cannot come to America and force kids to live up to your culture. They're not. I was like, first of all, they're not American. Yeah. They're English. Someone was really arguing with me that my daughter has an American accent. I said, how? She's British. She doesn't have American accent. But they're really in the comments throwing hateful comments at me because obviously they think this is a real person, this character I'm playing. Yeah. That I should go back to Africa. I can't bring my African culture to America. I can't tell American kids what to do. I'm rude. I'm this and that. And I was like, what is going on? Another day I put a comment in the video and somebody was like, just because I was like, what is going on? Why are black Americans like attacked? Someone had to come into my DMs and explain to me that there's a real hatred between black Americans and Africans in America. I was like, we don't have that in the UK. Not that I know of. We don't have like Caribbeans hating Africans. We don't have that. Like in America, they just really don't, they're always on edge. And it's because they think that Africans look down on them because we have names for them. But like, we have names for everyone.
But I think it's a disproportionate argument. And we're saying black Americans, we're saying some, not all, because there's some, and especially when we had something go viral before about soul food, we definitely had black Americans. I know we understand where you're coming from, and that's absolutely not like that. So not every black American and not every African.
Yes.
We have some pockets, and we had the tribal wars in the UK as well. We had Africans versus Caribbeans, where we have evolved past it and through it. However, there are still some tribalistic.
Yeah,
I think it's not as visceral. This is why I say it's an absolute enemy of progress, because it's the sheer number of people that will jump on with hate.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
From you weren't even at Essence Fest and you're ready to be like, oh, yeah, the Africans have taken over. And it's really annoying just for the evolution of us all coming together and where Pan-Africanism was in the 80s to how it's disintegrated now in the age where you have more information. It's saddening. It's really sad to have people who we see as kin, because it comes at you left field like,
Yeah, and why
are you so exactly? Why are you so angry about this? And when you try and actually truly have a conversation, you're kind of met with rhetoric that is very similar to a white person that you call racist. Like it's just it's pockets of denial in the talk, and no, you all see me like this, and it's like no, that's but not everybody hates you at all. Like I thought we were cousins for real. Like I didn't even know that we were in some beef until you see it, and it's like, why are we fighting over? Like truly, why were we fighting over soul food?
Yeah,
but people were coming, writing essays, and it's like, what's going on? It is an enemy of progress.
No, it is.
Because it is stress that you're carrying around and hatred for people that look just like you.
Yeah. And the denial that that we have similarities is crazy, because I think, like I said, I was in the comment trenches with the soul food debate, and it's like it's really difficult arguing, trying to reason with people like, I'm saying something, this is similar. No, it's not. You don't have, it's like, but it is. And for those who haven't traveled outside of America, I have, and I'm not claiming to have all the knowledge and I haven't been to the Deep South and the origins of the crux of soul food or the crux of black, whatever you guys deem as true Black American culture and tradition. Maybe I haven't experienced all of that, but I've experienced enough and been to America enough times to have some insight. I've worked, spoken to, been friends with Americans enough to understand, Black Americans enough to understand something, but being told that you don't understand, you don't get it, you can't understand Kendrick's performance, you can't understand our struggle, you can't understand that we went through slavery, you can't understand the racism that we go through. When we go through the same freaking thing, there might be seeds and kernels of different entry points of why you're getting racism done to you, but we have all experienced the same type of racism. Yeah. They don't like us because we're Black. That is it.
Yes.
If I, wherever we are, immigration, ICE can come and take me and they come and take you.
Yep.
And you can say, and if they, just on looks alone, you have to find your paper to say you were naturalized, born citizen of America for them to say, okay, yes, you can stay. But if ICE is doing the sweeps, they're going to take you because you're colored. They're not going to take you because they can visually see you're Black American in your foundation or whatever. They're not going to see it.
I think it's so disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It really is. And Essence is such a beautiful festival. And every festival has up and down years.
Yeah.
Some years are better than others. This may have been a bad year. I absolutely understand why the tourist board invites commerce from around the world, because you get money from the government. And by all accounts, America is in a recession, the same as we are suffering over here as well. So corporate dollars are less. And vendors, you're talking about people doing a business. When I did Essence 3 years. Each year, the vending cost to have a stand there went up. The last year I did it, it was $6,500 grand. And that's just for the vending space. Then you have to travel over there. Now, if you're in America, again, it's the same price, but then you have to factor in your stock, traveling to New Orleans. It's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
In an economy where you don't know if you're going to make any money, they probably were finding it very hard to actually sell space. So then you go to the tourist board, you do a deal with another country, they support their local makers and they send them over and they sell. Afropunk does it. As long as all festivals do this. Isn't it great that you would have people from all over Africa selling to you as well? Like, you're helping them, you're buying wares, like that should be celebrated. For people to be like, I hate that there were so many African vendors. I was selling African print stuff. We were selling out.
And we had so much great conversations.
It's just such a shame. It's so sad.
And I also, again, to err on the side of let's be reasonable about this perspective, there is something also about, they were saying like, some of the artists, that's been a thing as well. You have a generation of Essence goers over the 30 years. They're aging out.
Yeah.
That auntie group are getting closer to being granny group. And you've got to think about the new generation, and it's annoying. We definitely, even when I used to work in corporate spaces, and everything's like, the kids, we've got to get the kids, we've got to get the 18s and the 16-year-olds and 24s. We've got to focus on them. Yes, and sometimes that can be the driving point, and it can alienate your original loyal base. So there has to be some understanding, especially when you're employing new blood to refresh a brand. Sometimes that new blood, and especially in this TikTok fast media age, you've got people that haven't trained and done their due diligence. So I'm not going to discount, maybe there are people on the team that don't have big enough foresight into how do we evolve a brand, expand a brand, take into account that our core base is aging out. We need to usher in a new loyal generation. So even they're talking about the artists, people from saying that crap Afrobeat to they hate the hip hop that's there, and having people like Glorilla there. Why? We need New Edition, Mary J. Blige, the same old, but every single year having the same group of art, that's less appealing when you've seen, I know some people like, you can do that for 5 years in a row, but maybe after a while, I've seen New Edition 5 times, maybe I want to see Sierra, maybe I want to see somebody else. And how do you keep the lineup popping for people to actually spend that money that they don't have?
Exactly.
That's the problem. I think people need to understand that they're in flux at this moment in time. So give them a couple of years. Going online and cussing it off to the point where if it goes, is there another Essence? No. It's like sometimes we have to just support true legacy businesses through the tough times and the bad times and not find somebody to blame. It just feels the same as white people when things are going wrong and they're like, oh, the bloody immigrants. And it felt like it was the same type of talk. Oh, Essence wasn't great this year. People didn't make a lot of money. But let's blame the Africans.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it's not okay.
No.
It's just not okay to do it. It's an enemy of progress. And we actually need more people calling it out when it's in its throes and calling it what it is. We do not want to partake in diaspora wars.
No.
We're kin. Like, let's start acting like it.
Strength in numbers.
You would think.
Okay.
Go on.
I don't even know if this is an enemy of progress or it's just gossip. But maybe gossip is the enemy of progress. And I don't know. Nicki Minaj is accusing Jay-Z of owing her millions over the sale of Tidal, and it's playing out over socials. And so I don't know who's the enemy. I don't know if Jay-Z truly is an enemy. I mean, people have really been trying to find a hole in Jay-Z's armor and dig. Get him. It's like...
Nicki's hated him for a while
Nicki's
now,
been very angry with him. And so basically she's saying, she posted a series of public messages on X, formerly known as Twitter, accusing Jay-Z of underpaying her during the sale of Tidal. So he had Tidal, that the music streaming platform, and then he sold it. And I think there were a bunch of artists came together to invest in Tidal, and they all had shares. And then when Jay-Z sold it, apparently Nicki's saying she's owed a couple of $100 million in the sale. She said between 100 and 200 million or something.
How much did it sell for? I thought it only sold for like 200 mil.
I mean, this is what Nicki says.
Okay.
And,
Or
you
is
know...
she saying over the years, maybe? I don't...
She said that her what she got was devalued. So her shares were devalued. She should have got more. And she said it's accruing interest as well.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like...
So now she's added on and she's like, you owe me 100... That is a lot. Okay.
And she's out there. She's just cussing on the Twitters. So she said something like, let me get this straight. Y'all so-called black savior Jay-Z has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump.
She was.
Interesting. So does that mean Desirat? Her name's Desiree, but she's calling her Desirat. That's what Nicki's saying. Isn't a Democrat. Black people, I thought y'all hate all Trump supporters. Wait, did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? He's benefited so much from the party. When President Obama gave the speech about brothers, why didn't Jigga Man come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time? Could it be that you were hick-wing? So she went into this kind of political run, cussing him for not speaking out in politics time. She also went in on Jay-Z's had an ongoing accusation of being the father of a guy called Rymir Sathawaite, who's now 31.
Yeah.
So he's been calling Jay-Z out since 2010, saying, that's my father, you my daddy. And Jay-Z's been like, absolutely not, ignoring it, block. But apparently the court has now kind of extended the deadline for Jay-Z and his lawyers to respond to this accusation, this paternity suit. We'll see where that goes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all of that. And Nicki kind of retweeted something alluding to that.
Okay.
And what else has she done? She just was
Nicki
cussing.
was trolling.
She was just on one, and she's also pissed because I think Megan's had something thrown out, like an accusation that I don't know, I didn't even look into that bit, but she's just vexed because also she's got beef with Megan.
Megan Thee Stallion is being sued by a cameraman.
Oh yeah, for the twerking of
and they tried to get that case thrown out, and the judge was like, no.
Okay, so
We'll hear it.
For what?
He said that he was kept in a vehicle and she was having sexual relations.
And
so he's
forced to
saying
watch.
that he was forced to watch this. So he wants compensation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that can't. But I mean,
It's all a bit messy over at Rock Nation. At the
Yeah,
moment.
it's a little bit messy. But people in the comments are saying that, well, Nicki, if you're owed this amount of money, why are you telling us and not
what's it got
going
to do with us?
Sue.
Sue.
So is there an enemy in here?
Someone owes me £50. I won't be going on Twitter. I'll be going on X. I'll be going like, excuse me.
Yeah, directly.
Yeah.
My money.
Yeah, small claims court because it's not a lot of money, but not telling everybody. I don't know.
It's Nicki Minaj. She just wants everybody to gun him. They're beefing, innit? I'm going to stay out of their beef. I don't know. Because also the Barbs are a bit... Are they called the Barbs? Yeah, they're
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll attack you.
Yeah, so go Nicki, I guess.
No, I just think let's exercise keeping us out of the conversation. Don't want to be added to the group chat.
Yeah.
Because if this is for real, and again, there's something again, as I say, this in the air where the gotcha, it's like everyone's baying for blood of somebody.
Yeah.
We've got to take now. Diddy's done now, so who's the next black man?
And from when Diddy got done,
Yeah.
everybody was like, Jay-Z must be involved.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z's name is in the zeitgeist. Nicki knows this. She's going to come for him.
Yeah.
She's hated him for a while now. But she says that he was trying to stop her bag. Like Rock Nation were actively getting accounts trying to control what she was saying. Like it's a lot. If she is to be believed, I understand why he's an enemy to her.
Okay, yeah. And the thing is, sure, let the chips fall. I just don't want to be involved in the chat.
Would you like him?
I'm not interested.
No, it's not even because I like him. I actually I don't want to be bamboozled or hoodwinked. So Jay-Z is one of my top 5 rappers. But I've definitely, over life, I'm a grown woman now, I'm an auntie. I know now not to have any investment in these people because they can all let you down. My Diddy soundtrack is gone.
Yeah.
So what can I do?
I mean, look,
my R. Kelly soundtrack is gone.
Thank you. Do you know how I am now? I wanted to introduce my daughter to some cool R&B songs, and I was like, I'm like, she can't stand Usher. She thinks Usher is disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah. And so
she's grown up in, yeah. It's hard.
It's hard.
So I'm not, it's like, yes, up till now, you're one of my favorite rappers. It's okay. But if the truth is there, let's let the truth be so I can make a discerning decision and no longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but ties.
But
she's trying to expose, though. She is trying to expose Rock Nation. So let's see. Let her carry on chatting. She's got a big platform. Let her retweet all of the things.
Let's see what happens.
And we'll see. There is definitely a lot of evidence out there that the CEO that was pardoned by Trump
is a bit odd.
Is a wild one. And that's his bestie. So...
Yeah, that one is a bit dodgy. We don't know. But truth will tell, as they say.
Yes. All right, so staying on rap, I have an enemy of progress, and I hate to throw him in the bin.
Oh dear, what's
because he was
on?
trying. Is Skepta.
Oh, not Skeppy Skep.
Skepta is in the absolute bin.
Oh, my baby.
For trying to pick a fight with Americans that you can't win. Skepta is out here tweeting that in a battle between the UK and the US, the UK would win. Now, I'm not saying we would lose dramatically, but if anybody is going to bring this fight, I don't think Skepta is the man. I don't rate Skepta as a rapper. I just think it's a poor showing that Skepta thinks that he is one of the best rappers to be fronting like he can take on an American. Any of them, A$AP Rocky, Jonah, Luke, Skepta is not the guy, and I don't like us out here with our batties out of doors. It's not good enough. Why are you picking the fight with the Americans? Like, don't do it.
Some would say that you're an enemy of British progress, British black progress.
I'm just being honest, guys. I'm just being honest. This is not a fight that we need to get into. There's other fights.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, could we win? This is where this is leaving us right before the Diaspora Wars for them to come. This is not your music. We invented it. Y'all they already hate our voices. They hate our accents. I'm not going to call Skepta an enemy of progress. My baby boy, like brethrens. I don't fancy him because you're like younger than me, but you are sexy. So like, if you went out with one of my cousins, I'd be happy. Do you know? You can. One of my cousins is fine. So
could we win? Realistically,
no, not against because you got. Who did he put against Eminem? He said, because he had Dave, he had him, no, I can't remember who he said versus Eminem. Him versus A$AP, Dave versus, I think it's written down somewhere. But yeah, it's a lot. I mean, we have some strong rapper. We do have strong rapper. Gets versus Eminem. That'd be interesting because Gets is a bad boy. And Bashi could get in the mix. We have Kano. So we have some people in there that have got lyrical dexterity. We've got Wretch 3-2 and some of the older heads possibly could get in the mix as well. So I'm not going to, because you know what, we've never been challenged. Actually, you know what, I'm on it. Skepta, I'm with you. I'm backing you. I'm a okay.
It's not a fight. We can win.
I'm in it.
It's not, okay. They're going to bring their heavy hitters. And I listen, I will champion black UK music forever. I just don't think we're there yet. So who's beating Jay-Z?
No, I didn't say Jay-Z.
Okay, who's beating Jadakiss?
No, I didn't say Jada
We
Kiss.
can't win. We can't win.
No,
We're not
I
winning.
didn't say that.
Yes, because they're going to bring their best.
Do you like hip hop, Celia?
I thought I did, but I don't recognize half these names that I've called.
Don't worry about it.
It means I'm old. I'm just realizing how old I am. I don't know.
like that.
I don't recognize all these names. I only know like half of the names you've mentioned.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a wild one. It'd be fun. And
I don't like losing. Why would that be fun?
No, it'd be fun. And oh God, yeah, I don't like losing. I don't want to. I don't know.
Can't win this.
It's a lot.
Can't
They
win.
because if you said Jada Kiss, you said Jigga, Kendrick.
Like
even
I know
Drizzy
all those.
Drake.
The fact that I know all those names.
They're the Americans.
I don't know the names of the English
British.
people we are talking about. So
And it's also a factor. It's also a factor. Honestly, don't start fights that you can't win.
The fact that Drake's at Wireless with the Mandem and hasn't even named the names of who he's with on at Wireless, the British guys, it's a problem.
Precisely.
All right, okay. Look, let's just make it a fun concert. Let's not make it a battle. Let's make it a rap fest.
Yeah.
In the UK, and we have our heavy hitters and American heavy hitters, and we just have a fun time.
Yeah.
How about that? Let's do it like that. Let's compromise, Skep. Yeah?
Yeah,
Compromise.
that would be better. A fun time concert.
Yeah.
Just don't start fights
No
with
fights.
people that you can't win. It's not cute. From when you have Azalea Bank out here cussing for no reason.
But Azalea,
I know
it's
she
always
jumps
the
on
people that
everything.
can't win that start the fights. So
It's
I don't know
true.
why.
That is
not
true.
It's
Always
always the ones
true.
that can't win that start the fights. The ones that know they can win are always quiet.
all right. I mean, let's not.
You've been told. There's an auntie telling off. Don't do that again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So look, we've been here before. Fashion brands taking a piss. So Prada. Listen. Look. Okay. Look. My money is not up there yet. I can't walk into Bond Street. I can't walk to Bond Street, New Bond Street, furthermore, and have a fun old time. I cannot. I'm still window shopping.
Yes.
That's real facts.
Yes.
I'm not going to pretend. I look good, but to be honest, the bag can't do that yet. It's coming. It's coming.
We will get there. We will get there.
We'll get there, all right? And, right, okay, so one of my favourite window shopping experiences is in the windows of Prada. I look at Prada, I feel like the aesthetic is my aesthetic. When I can afford, I'll buy one thing. But Prada, guys, come on. Prada is a luxury Italian brand, by the way, has responded to criticism by acknowledging that its new sandals that's shown at Milan Fashion Week were inspired by traditional Indian kolhapuri footwear. So they, as fashion brands do, they'll come and do some ethnic something
Yeah,
and
still.
not mention a damn thing
yes.
and act like they were working and they had a genius idea.
Yeah.
We're going to do these things and we're going to do this and this and sell it for £50,000. These times now, man in whatever back home place is making it and only getting 10 rupees or 10 cedis or 10 naira for the thing. And it's just selling anyhow. People are wearing it into the market. But now there's the designers that are selling everything. So basically, they were called out for
Cultural appropriation.
cultural appropriation. They had these out and going on, and they didn't acknowledge. Since the backlash, Prada has stated that it celebrates craftsmanship and heritage and is in contact with the Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture regarding the issue. Lorenzo Bertelli, head of corporate social responsibility at Prada, said the sandals were still in early design stages and welcomed dialogue with local artisans in India. Artisans and trade leaders in India had expressed disappointment over the lack of recognition, noting the significant price disparity between local handmade versions and Prada's high retail prices, as I said. However, some in Kolhapur also expressed pride that their work has gained global attention, though others called for proper credit and fair compensation. And then the Kolhapuri sandals were granted geographical indication status in India in 2019, marking them as a distinct cultural product tied to a specific region. So you can't just come.
And
This is what we needed to do to Kente as well. We needed to do that to
I
Kente.
think it's still being worked on, actually. But everybody needs to do that with your traditional stuff.
Yeah, let's not have this.
I'm glad that they have it. So you can't just steal this design.
Yeah.
Basically. Yes, that's important.
So-
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Go
can
on.
I ask, which one is more infuriating, when Prada steals our designs or when Shein steals our designs?
Both.
Because I feel like it's more insulting I don't know. I can't even decide which one. Because when you're on Shein, or you don't even have to be on Shein, you're just on Instagram.
Yes.
And you see Shein, somebody standing there, someone's old trousers made from Ashoki. And you know that, why are you, and someone's picture from someone's website.
Yeah.
So like, I'm thinking, so why, which one is more annoying?
I think they're all in the same bag. Because Shein, let's just say, not just Shein, all those fast companies,
fashion.
or I was say Boohoo, ASOS, all of them, Pretty Little Thing, all the ones that do fast fashion, it's not any worse. And I feel maybe it's worse that those who have money and have time and who are pushing it out for millions of pounds or thousands of pounds and dollars, their prices, and just reaping the benefits. And you know the fashion industry has a high level of racism and exclusion. Whereas the fast industry, it's not that it's better. It's not better. But there's something about having all the money, having control of the fashion industry. Because you guys, as Devil Wears Prada, Miranda Priestley said it, we dictate everything that you wear. So the fashion industry houses, and then everyone copies at the lower down the ranks. So you guys are dictating fashion.
On boots on the ground, it's more detrimental for the local sellers that Shein will take a design and sell it, because their price points are similar in a way. So you're absolutely taking money out from an independent maker.
Yeah.
They definitely do that.
Yeah.
Now, the bigger houses, you need to just be called out and penalized because of the markup and the lack of respect, because then you get the benefits from people thinking that you were ingenious to come up with this concept and you stole it. So we're calling that out, but definitely there needs to be sanctions against a lot of Chinese companies, because they, you know, their copyright laws are not the same. And so they will just go around and take whatever and they can sell it around the world, and that shouldn't be okay, because also, that really does hurt people and their businesses.
But I think, but also then again, when the fashion houses are dictating the fashion, whatever we're responding to, that's when the lower rankings.
I think that doesn't do it now anymore. That definitely was how fashion used to be, but now with the internet and they go on trends,
independent trends.
They're seeing what's selling. And all of them do it. ASOS did it at one stage. They got independent people in. They were like, oh, this design sells. And then they cut out all the independents and then they mass produced it. That practice in fashion is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's really exploitative. But I think Shein is worse. I think.
I feel
when
like
you say
Shein
like
is
that,
worse.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Prada isn't taking money away from the small businesses and the small designers, because if you can't afford Prada, you go and buy from them.
Yeah.
but Shein is taking, like you said, taking money away from the small businesses.
Fair.
So if we had to choose, which I wish we didn't have to, I would rather that Prada, because at least, you know, when Prada gets called out, they can do something about it to help the smaller businesses. They can do something if they will. They have the money and resources to do something.
Every year there's a call out. Every year they don't care.
It needs to work with the artisans.
But every year, and it's just like it's not. They're just lying, and
at
it's like
pay the people.
And why are you waiting for the backlash? Why are you waiting for the backlash? And then you're in conversation.
Yeah.
You know what it is because there's an inspiration. You know that you didn't come up with this look.
Yeah.
You just know it.
At the end of the day, at this point, there's no idea that is unique anymore.
Yeah, there's
nothing that's unique. Everything that comes out has been inspired by something else.
Yeah.
So at least say and give them credit.
And just do that.
You know, I don't understand people.
Thieves. That's the problem.
Culturally
Thieving all the time, constantly.
Have we got any more?
Do we?
Well, I do, but do you have any more?
All right, what else?
What
I
else?
have a final one so that we can truly get into your business.
Oh,
I have lots of questions.
Hey.
I thought you had another one. Okay, cool. So, all right, this is a bit of a dilemma-y type thing, but these boys, I think, came off as enemies of progress. So how much should you pay to live at home? So I saw something on the internet. I think it was Gabrielle Sion's page, I believe. I should have got the name. So this is kind of like the scenario. If you claim to love someone, you'd not want to see them struggle. That's like a quote. Right. So how can you be a grown man watching your mum work mad hours and still only give her £250 a month? That doesn't sit right with me. This is the person talking about it.
Right.
Yes, our parents made mistakes. They were not financially literate and some of their choices were wild. It is tough out here. Young adults are facing high rents and crazy living costs. Paying $600 for a room in your mum's house might feel heavy, but so is the pressure she's carrying to keep the home going. If the rent or mortgage is like £1,500 and it is just you and your mum both working full time, how much should you really be giving? Is $250 enough or are you taking the effing piss? Because the boys were saying, nah, I feel like if it was me, I wouldn't want my kids to pay so much money. I'd go and get an extra job. I'd go and get a night job. And people in the comments were like, yo, boys, come on. If you want to stay at home, because of living by yourself, you'll be paying more. So if mum and dad are like, or mum is like, can you just chop in some more? You're getting majority of the bills paid for. Yeah. But help me out a little bit. But boys saying, no, go get a job, mum.
Can you imagine telling your mum to get 2 jobs?
That's harsh.
That's crazy.
That is harsh.
No.
They should find themselves lucky that their parents aren't relying on them. Like your parents aren't relying on you. Your parents haven't made you their retirement plan.
Yes.
And they're still working. They should be glad, because there are some parents who are not working, who expect the kids to look after them, expect you to send money home every month.
Yeah.
And they're not going to do anything. If you don't, then they'll put the guilty conscience on you. So it depends on how much he's earning. It depends on if he's earning enough to be able to at least give her close to what you would pay if you were living outside. Not as much as, because obviously then in that case you might as well move out. And not have your mother breathing down your neck.
And you have the freedom. Yeah.
But £250 is not a lot.
No.
Not if you're working full time. I think $650 to me sounds fair.
Yeah.
Because where are you finding that type of rent? Well, definitely not in London anyway.
And you're eating in that house as well.
Yeah.
Obviously she's cooking for you.
Electricity, water.
Yeah.
I think it's super entitled to be sitting anywhere and be talking about, if my mum is struggling, she should
get a second job. That's so rude.
That's disgusting.
It's the audacity.
Can you imagine? And you're working full time and you're like, no, I'm the child. No, because you're not a child anymore. You're working full time. So you should want to take the burden off of your parents' hands. Sure. What type of a shitty person are you? No, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're not even progress. That's wild.
Bringing him up like that as well.
That is true. I am blaming
sorry. Because also...
I agree.
Okay.
So it is the mum's fault.
You brought him up like that. He's so selfish and inconsiderate. That's
for real. And the dad. Where's daddy?
And the dad,
Daddy also. Whether you're there or not, you got some shitty sons, bro.
Yeah.
No. My daughter pays a little bit, contributes. Like, you have to. It's just, to me, also, my mum did it to me and I remember feeling so offended. And I didn't, but I was young. So the young mind, it's like, Mama, but it's akin to, nah, man, my mum's kicking me out. It's that type of thing where she was ripped from me, but it came on the back of me doing outside.
Yeah.
So it came with not rather than, it wasn't like a woman to woman. Now you're maturing, you're getting a bit of money. Let's talk about, can you help me with that? It wasn't that type of conversation.
Okay.
You're going outside. Every minute you're going, okay, then...
Pay rent.
Exactly.
So it came with the condition.
You have too much money, obviously.
So I felt pressured and attacked. And not long after, I moved out because I was like, hey! But if I'd have thought, and I do have super regret because I think definitely when it came to money, Mum used to always say to me, save, you've got to save. But I wasn't taught how to, I didn't understand. And because of our relationship, it was a bit antagonistic. It was all right, but it was just, everything was a lecture. So I'm hearing it as a lecture rather than actually, because the conversation she has with my daughter about saving and financials, my daughter's really savvy.
But that's grandparents.
That's grandparents as well. But it's just the nature of delivery and really saying, you know what, this is how you do it and this is how I can help and da-da-da. I didn't. Yeah. And so when time came for Mum, she wanted to go back to Ghana and she sold our family home. I wasn't in a position, or I thought I wasn't in a position to take care of the mortgage.
Yeah.
And now I regret, because we would have had property.
Yes.
It was a good house.
Yeah.
Could have just been in, you know what I mean? There's all that. So I have deep regret for that because I didn't understand how to make my money work for me. And that's something I've learned very late in life. And I'm still not great at it. So I wish I had a better relationships with my mum and the relationship when talking about financials. These boys talking about to be fair, I can get if they've got a contentious relationship with their mum, and especially something about the boys were like, yeah, and she's on to us all the time. So if you're lecturing, you're haranguing, and you're being, you have to then
There's more than one, is it?
Well, this conversation,
brothers?
I think it was 2 boys. I don't know if they were related actually.
Oh, okay.
So 2 different households and they're doing the same thing.
No, maybe they were brothers. To be fair, time. But in that respect, mum's coming for you. You're taking rent. It all becomes a bit much. So maybe it's like, what could the mum do? Because also there's that thing like, if the minute you start taking rent or that agreement, then you might have to be a bit hands off, mum. You might have to be okay. I'm now treating you as there's a little bit of
now.
Because me and my daughter now is
it is like
tenant.
Tenant, definitely. I think your point is spot on. Both. It is the mum's fault as well when you have that kind of the parent. Whichever one is the one that is in there that needs more money, and they're not having a serious conversation. It's not a nagging thing. It's a real, okay, this is life now. This is how it is. You're older, and you really break down the bills.
Yeah.
It's the only way. It's like, I didn't ever have that proper convo with my mum at home because then I went to uni, was only back for maybe a year and a half, and then moved out. So we didn't have those convos until I'm now living with my partner, now husband, and we're struggling. And then coming to her and being like, oh, we can't pay this bill. And she's like, oh, then she's breaking down bills. And it's like, well, when I was in uni, we're in a uni flat, so we don't have to care about any of that.
True.
So it's like, then she's telling me, me and your dad, we had to run away from this house. And it's like, oh, you struggled as well. Now she can teach me. So this is how you try and save. But it took a while. Now, when you're at home, that's when you need to speak to them, because it would have been a lot better to have the safety of staying in one of our parents' house.
Yes.
To learn things, save, but the nagging kicks in and parents kind of do it wrong. Yeah. It's not nagging, it's actually teaching the kid life. This is what you got to do. These bills come in. Just the number of bills. I think the boys probably don't even know how much strain their parent is under. No. And you're just thinking, oh, I'm just going to go out on the weekend, or I'm going to save for a car or whatever. Bro, you got to feed into that house.
Especially if you're going to stay here. Did you have to pay rent? Or did you ever get that conversation?
No, never. No, it wasn't like part of my life I lived in Nigeria, so
that's not a thing.
Sorry?
It's not a thing to pay rent.
No, it's not a thing. You just have to live under your parents' rules.
Yeah.
Basically.
And there's that.
Basically, you don't have a life.
Yeah.
You're living there, but you're not living.
Yeah.
You're just going to school and back.
Would you think you'll make your girls pay rent?
I feel like if they were working, like they finished uni, they're now in the house, they work, yes, they would. I feel like they would offer because they're quite sensitive in that sense, where they kind of know what's expected of them. And I feel like they would offer, but then quietly.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean? Like, I hope, what do you want me to wear? That kind of, like, they would offer because they know it's the right thing to do, but hope that I didn't hear.
I just saying that, I got a little bit of prickle because, like, my daughter didn't offer anything. I had to come to her and say, yo, it's time. I don't take a lot off her. And in an ideal world, if the money's coming, but it's not there yet, like, I'd like to stack it and give it back to her if it's something significant. But at the moment, we're not in that position.
I know parents who do that from when kids are like 5.
But that's like that thing where we know why, we're just doing it just to teach you, but actually we don't need it.
Yes.
We're in a position where we kind of need it, and you know what I mean. But but then also my daughter is catered for. There's another on the flip side.
Exactly.
This money drip is insignificant because everything is catered for. She can just say, "Mummy, I need." Even today, I bought her lunch. She had the prawn burger with me. She gets anything she wants. So
that's like my second one.
Yeah.
The older one has a job. She has a part-time job, which she loves doing. And she said, I wanted to get a job because I said, you know what, you can work for me. I'll pay you, as, part of the content thing. And no, I want to go out to work. I want to have the experience of work. And so she got herself a job. She's doing it. She works at Costa and she's enjoying it. And as she's working, I'm like, you are taking this job too seriously, you know. Yeah, just like more shifts, you know. You have A-levels. You didn't tell them you have A-levels. You are still working, all this stuff. So she's still doing all the work and everything. The other one, I looked, I didn't get one. I've been looking, I didn't look. She's enjoying. I'm buying everything. I'm buying everything.
Yeah.
The other one's working, so she's working and she knows that her money that she earns, she buys everything for herself.
Right.
So now that is her, instead of, I don't charge her rent, but if she needs shoes, if she needs clothes, she just buys it for herself.
Yeah, that's her.
If she's going out, she pays for her outings. So by anything that's to do with life, I say, so anything that's to do with life, I'm paying for that. Everything that's to do with education, I'm paying for that. If you want a book, if you're anything, I'm paying for it. But if you decide you want a new pair of trainers, go to the shop or ask your father.
Yeah. I do that.
You have a job.
Yeah, that's the part.
Yes, yeah. That's fair.
Well, the boy's going to pay rent.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. But I would prefer that either they got somewhere together. But if you're at home, the thing is, I'm scarred with boys because my brothers stayed at home with my mum for too long. So I really have if you're not going to go to university, I think you still have a 3 to 4 year window and then you've got to start doing something and get out. Like, I'm never going to chuck them out, but it will just be, especially like getting up to 25, you're a man. You're not a boy. I'm not going to you're a man. If you don't have a partner, you need to start looking and get ready to leave and get married and all of that. Yeah. This arrested development, like they just begin life at like 35 or 40. My son. No. But I will not be privy to that.
My daughter says she's not going anywhere. So she goes,
I don't know what
she says,
it is
I
though
like
with
you.
girls. I don't think it's as bad as boys though. People could say this is very sexist.
Yeah.
I don't mind girls staying home long. I still think there is a limit because again, I do have too many friends that I think just never moved out.
Yeah.
And they're still home. And it's like, there's something about when you go out and you have to pay bills and you just become a bit more independent.
Yes.
I mean, your parents are there and you always have them to fall back on. It can stop you from just beginning life.
Yeah.
After a while, like, you get really comfortable.
Yep.
So there is a limit to it. But,
it's interesting. I wonder what's going to happen because I'm like, I think on the back of what you said, and then something when I travelled recently, I think she messaged me, and I didn't actually do as much calling as normal. She can't remember what she needed, and I came back and I was really panicked. I was like, do you think you're a bit too dependent on me? And she goes, no, Mum, I didn't even miss you. And I was like, oh, okay, I felt relieved. She was like, no, I was just doing my thing. So I was like, okay, cool. But there's something in the back of my mind of what you're saying, but it's like, where am I sending you to go?
There is that, especially in
this
London.
economy. Like, where am I sending? But my daughter wants, and I think maybe I'm a bit more like, well, she has aspirations of living in Ghana.
Oh. Wow.
So maybe I'm just like, I'm just like, get your career right, get your stuff together, get the education that you need. She's a pediatric nurse. Train up, focus. I know that job is stressful.
Yeah.
So maybe I feel like, yes, coming home to something and someone that you can offload on.
Yeah.
I kind of don't mind being that person. But I am also, get that goal, get that career, get what you need. And if you want to go to Ghana, go, but be as armed with knowledge as possible. Make your money and then you're all good. So there's also some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a balancing actually. It isn't easy to think about. How your daughter's at 18, isn't it?
18 and 17.
Okay.
Will you kick them out?
I won't. I feel like I will encourage them to save up, to put money down on a place and then move out. Because I feel like I wouldn't want them to go and spend their money giving it to somebody else to pay their mortgage. Give it to me instead and stay in my house.
And that's the thing.
Pay my mortgage.
That's the
thing.
thing.
Why would you go and pay their mortgage? Pay my mortgage. Stay in my house. Or save up and go pay your mortgage. So I feel like they'd be wasting money if they went out. I mean, there comes a time, I'm hoping they will get married or have partners and move out and have their own, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen late. Yeah. Like, I don't want them still in my house at 31, 32.
All of that, and then it's like,
and I'm like,
I think, maybe there's a cut. My daughter's 25, so maybe there's okay, you have a window, but I'm looking at the career first. She wants a relationship. She definitely wants to be in the 2.4. She wants all of that. So she's also actively trying to figure that out.
Yes.
So while she's doing that, we're tag teaming.
Good, yeah.
So then there's all support in every way. But
Yeah.
30, then I'm like, maybe I just be like, just go to Ghana, get out.
I'm like,
Maybe I'll
go.
just kick her to Ghana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at this point, just do something different now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's that. It's just being aware that they can get older and get comfortable. And then before you know it, they are 35.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
I'm still with you.
together. No, me too. I'm out. I'm going to get my penthouse flat. I've been saying it. I want a penthouse flat with a concierge
Nice.
and my man.
Nice.
Do this. Look, it's coming.
So I'll leave her.
Claim it.
I'm claiming this. Inshallah, it's coming.
Manifest.
Guys, on that note, that has been your Aunties Could Never. Thank you, Celia, for joining us.
Thank you.
We have dusted off all the enemies. You are free. We'll be back next week, guys. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, sign up to our membership,
Yes.
do all the things. So keep safe and enemy free. Lots of love and hugs from your favorite Aunties.
Lovely.
Do you need a pee break? Do you need a wee break? You okay?
I'm okay.